Hi everybody, this is Black Runner Ranger. Well, I was just digging through my files, just digging through some papers, and I found this. It was something I storyboarded quite a long time ago. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. It's actually it was just about 2 years ago. It's called Sorry Wrong Wish, and this is a Skylanders story, which is supposed to be the Skylanders' take on the Ed, Edd and Eddy episode, Sorry, Wrong Ed. In the pictures, there's has Cinder, the T-Rex, and stuff. So anyway, let's go into the story. So it starts off where Cinder just listens to her pop music on her phone. Suddenly, a cannonball fell on it, as well as a marble. And turns out Gilgren was just testing the Galileo gravity thing. He's like, Galileo is right. The marble and metal ball do fall at the same time. And then, yoink, Cinder yanks Gilgrunt and tosses him in Wrecking Ball. And Gilgrunt's like, Wrecking Ball, do you eat any vitamin tablet? Did you eat any vitamin tablets recently? I see some ulcers. So then Cinder takes a long walk, feeling sad. Then she comes across a cursed antiques shop, and she stumbles across a weird-looking oldie telephone. And then, so she picks up the phone. The shop owner is like, I see you have taken interest in our shop's retro telephone. But be warned, your pleasure will be a pain to those around you. Trigger happy, and then Cinder just looks at her phone. Trigger happy just gets an old gramophone, and he starts playing Smoke on a Water. Man, do I wish I could absorb this music inside me. And then ring, 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 ring. Cinder picks up the phone. Suddenly, the record launches into Trigger Happy's mouth, and it starts repeating, well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Remember, I drew this like 1 or 2 years ago, so that meme was a bit, that was when that meme was a bit of a thing back then. She puts down the phone. Camo is like, man, I wish it wasn't so lumpy. He was sitting on a mattress. Ring, 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 ring. And then it goes a bit softer. This is more like it. And then spring. He hits the ceiling, hits the roof with the satellite dish and the birds. And then Sparrow's just watching TV. He's like, oh well, at least we got DVDs. Fuzzy channel TV. He's like, and then Camo lands on the TV. He's like, oh well, at least I have books. And then another ring happens, and this time Simon's like, boy do I wish for many tubs of ice cream to fall from the sky onto my face. Cinder picks up the telephone, and instead of that, it's an ice cream truck falls on him. He's like, hey Con and Blueberry, and then he gets a puffy face. Doesn't agree with my jeans. It's like, Sunburn is like wondering what's that smell. It's like, man, does it stink in here. I sure wish the answer was blowing in the wind. Cinder picks up the phone again, and then the skunk. Turns out it was from under the table. It was actually Stink Bomb. He was just watching TV, eating a bean and sprout burger, watching burps and farts. Later that night, Spyro said to Cinder, we're going to the Spotlight Festival. They say you're lucky when the light shines on you. And at the Spotlight Festival, and the lucky audience member who gets the spotlight is, and then, and then Trigger Happy's like, I just know it's gonna be me because I'm the luckiest Skylander on the stat cards. And then it says, Loony Luck. It's basically a loon. So, for once in my life do I wish the light would shine on me. And Cinder's phone starts to ring, and then a street lamp falls on Trigger Happy. He's like, and then the Loony Luck is like, man, do I wish my luck will keep rolling with excitement. Ring, ring. And then he gets flattened by a cylinder. Notice anything familiar? And then they're like, so much for good luck. The Spotlight Festival didn't mention about bad luck, nor did it mention about good luck. The spotlight must be cursed. So then they destroy the spotlight. They shoot at it. They missed. They aimed for its connector, and it lands on a crocodile. It's like, here, you can have it. I don't want bad luck on me. The loon is like, no, I insist, you have it. And the other goes, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's a hot potato thing. It's like, I sure wish, sorry, a bit of a misspelling there. I sure wish a giant ambulance would take all these people away. What's the case, Doc? Insanity. And then Spiral gets flattened. Back in the shop the next day, another customer comes into the cursed place, and he's like, what do you mean it's not here? I sold it yesterday to a dragon. There she is. Cinder's just taking a big stroll with her phone. She's very happy about it, but then suddenly, dunk! She gets knocked out cold. Finally! The power of the wishing phone is mine, and none other than Chaos himself. And then, back in Chaos's castle, he brings home the phone, and Glumshanks is like, isn't that thing cursed? We will use the curse on the Skylanders. Let's start with something small, like I wish that all trees in the world would cut down. Ring, ring. Then Glumshanks picks it up. Now sit back, relax, and watch the magic do all its work. Work its way through. And then he gets flattened by a tree. Since when did we ever have a tree in the castle? We never did, sir. And there's a hole in the wall. It's like, it came from outside, and man, was it strong enough to break through stone. See, well, now I wish for materials I need to rebuild my castle walls. Ring, ring. Then a spade and a bucket, and then a sandbox. I wish for rocks, not sand. And then he gets run over by a rhino named Rocky. I am so low on energy. I wish I'm sparked with it. And then he got zapped by lightning. Glumshanks, destroy the phone. It's bringing us nothing but harm. Right away, sir. I wish this telephone and all its evil curses were destroyed. Wait, did you say evil? And then his entire castle crumbles. And then, back in Skylanders HQ, Cinder has a headache. He's like, Cinder? Good thing you're awake. Spyro's all bandaged up. Remember, he was run over. Actually, not in Skylanders HQ. I should cross that out. Sorry. We're in hospital. Some unfortunate events of circumstances have been colliding upon us. You're lucky you just had a bump on your head. We've been through worse. Bad back for Camo, Slam Bam's allergies, a stink container for sunburn, Flatten, Fight Trigger Happy, and Wrecking Ball still gulping Gill Grunt. I wonder what caused those mishaps to happen. And back in Chaos's base, Boy, do I wish those series of events would end soon. Ring, ring. The end. So, like I said, this one was supposed to be, like I said before, this is basically my take on Sorry Wrong Ed. However, I scrapped it because it was originally supposed to be from my DeviantArt series of Ed, Edd n Eddy crossover reenactments. But because Flash is going to go any minute now, it's only one more month until Flash is completely removed from all browsers. So I could only do a still image on DeviantArt, and this is what I ended up with. The Casagrande's reenactment of Sorry Wrong Ed. And you can look it up on... I have a description to it on the... I have a link to it on the description in case you want to take a peek at. So, just... This is what happened. I'm sorry this never got past the storyboard stage. There's nothing much I could do. But I will say I might do something about the bad luck thingy later, but for now, this is all I could do for... I'm sorry I couldn't make this into an actual animation. I might do something about this later, but not as it is. So that's my story on Sorry Wrong Wish. I hope you've enjoyed this video.